Okay, I'm gonna talk about something that not a lot of people are really talking about, but that I heard about probably back in November or something, I think it was. When I heard about it from Spawnwave, I'm not sure when it was exactly, but I know I heard about this a few months ago, and since it's getting closer now than it was back then, now I kind of want to talk about it more so because I kind of want to speculate what this could be and just basically shoot the breeze with you guys because I have nothing planned for tomorrow for videos and stuff. So I'm just gonna start doing random stuff like I was before. And if it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whatever. I just need to get content out to you guys. Anyway, if you guys like this video, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe. Share this video too if you know anybody that likes like anime and dot hack or dot hack sign in general. Because this might interest them. Um So yeah, let's just talk about this for a second. Um, I do have the website pulled up. I'm gonna show you guys the window here in a second. But suffice it to say, if you go to .hack.com right now, there's a countdown timer, and usually I believe before they started this timer, I think .hack.com had different things about like the series and like the video games and stuff like that, especially like Last Recode and stuff like that on the website. I really don't know for sure because I haven't went on .hack's website in years, so I'm not really sure what was there before. I guess I could go back in the Wayback Machine and look, but I don't feel like doing it. You guys can do that on your own time if you guys are curious what was on that website before then. But this countdown timer really has me perplexed about what this could be. And it's also getting my hopes up because I'm hoping that it's something that fans of the DoHack video game series have been wanting since Last Recode came out. And that's a remaster, or I don't even call the Recode like a full on remaster. They basically just like, I mean, it's a remaster, but they didn't really do like a lot of work to it, but they did enough to make it look prettier and stuff like that. And I think the PC version supported 4K, I think, which I wish I would do like a PS5 upgrade for that, like a free update or something for Recode, but I doubt they will. But anyway, I'm getting kind of sidetracked here. But basically, what I'm getting at here is that people are hoping that they're finally working on porting or remastering the original Dot Hack 4-part PS2 series of games. Dot Hack Infection, Outbreak, Mutation, and Quarantine. I probably did those out of order. I know Infection and Quarantine are last. I don't know what one's 2 and 3. I don't remember the right order for 2 and 3, but that's kind of what I'm hoping it is, but realistically, I don't think it's that. I think it's probably another anime series or of something, or some kind of just some kind of announcement related to Dot Hack in general. I don't think it's gonna be this remaster of the 4 games. Now, could I be wrong? Yes. Do I hope I'm wrong? Yes, because I would love to replay through the original 4 games without having to drag out my PS2 and play it. And yes, I know I can emulate it and stuff like that with the actual discs and crap, but I don't feel like doing that either, to be honest. I don't feel like setting a PS2 emulator, all that stuff. I would rather just want an official remaster of these games because I think it needs the love that Recode kind of got. because actually they did add some stuff to Recode. They added like a fourth like mini part to the game that wasn't in any of the PS2 stuff. It was like exclusively in that version of the game. So they did add new stuff to it. And apparently, according to the voice actor of Aseo, because I did meet him twice, but the first time I met him is when I got my DoHack last Recode signed. According to him, they actually went back in and re-recorded some stuff as well. So that was news to me because I was like, huh, I didn't know that. And he's like, yeah, man, we went back and redid some stuff and it came out great. And I'm like, yeah, that game was amazing. I love that game. I maxed out every character in it. And so he's like, wow, you put a lot of time into it then. I was like, yeah, man, it's a super fun game. Um, so yeah, like they did do some work on this on on these games for Recode. Now, with it being a 4-part series with the original series, those games are a lot, from what I remember, they were a bit longer in length. I think. I mean, you guys gotta bear with me here because it's been, God, probably 20 years, probably a little more than that since I've beaten the last part of the quarantine. Because I vividly remember we bought part one, two, and three used from like EB Games or GameStop, one of the two. And then when we finished three, we knew four was coming out. We had to wait for four to come out. I believe we pre-ordered it. I'm pretty sure we pre-ordered it. Um, if not, we did. We bought it that like the day it came out. But suffice to say, that sucked because we had to wait for that game to come out. I think it was only a couple months or something like that. But I remember we were like hyped as hell about it. Well, my brother, of course, sat there and watched me play it, but like he was still hyped as hell, like I was, even though I was doing all the work and freaking leveling up. God, that game was super grindy though. When you had to level characters up and all that stuff, it was a super grindy game, but it's super fun though. I'm not saying it wasn't a fun game because it definitely was a fun game for sure, and I would love to go back to it, but I just I feel like we're getting cheated by not having these four original dot hack games on like modern-ish consoles. Hell, I'm not saying put it on PS5. I'm saying put it on PS4. Like the PS4 can easily do this, and maybe put it on Switch. Maybe I bought the the DoHack Last Record on Switch just because it came with a soundtrack and like manga. Um, but it plays fine. But like, I just don't see a point really. I don't know how well it's sold on the Switch, to be honest with you. But I would love for these four games to be announced in a collection or something. And hell, give us a little bonus. Give us like Dot Hack Fragment, the Japanese exclusive fifth part, which I actually do have a copy of that game. No, I never got to experience online because I bought it years down the road when I got a Japanese PS2 Slim, but I bought it just for the novelty of having it. I actually have all four original parts Japanese as well. So I have all five parts of the original four part US set, I guess. That's a weird way to explain it. But basically it's like a companion to like the original Dot Hack series, but it's it's kind of its own thing because you create your own character and stuff. It's not anything like super robust, but you can have your own class like Twin Blade, Wave Master, Long Arm, whatever other classes there were. I don't remember what they all were, or if they even had every class. I'm pretty sure it did, but I haven't messed with it in forever because there's really no reason to play the game because the main draw in that game was the fact that it had online play and you could play online with people. Now I have heard there's a community of people that still play the game online if you play like the translated version of the game. Of course, it's via emulator. I doubt if you maybe if you play it on like a modded PS2, they could play like burned PS2 games or something. Maybe you can do something with it. I have no idea if that's impossible, but I know it was there was a community of people still like playing the game online. So yes, it can still function if people know how to like get servers up and running. But that would be really cool if they threw that game in there because I don't think it was super robust. I know it didn't have like a story mode. I think it was just like a bunch of dungeon crawling and stuff. I don't think there was a story at all. I really don't know. I'm not really familiar with the game. Plus, it's all in Japanese, so I don't comprehend Japanese or understand it or read it. So I don't know. I just like owning Japanese stuff. I have a ton of Japanese stuff. I don't know why. I just love the artwork on it, on most Japanese stuff, and just in general, it's usually cool to have Japanese stuff anyway. There's usually minor differences and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm a nerd like that with some stuff. I know it's a weird quirk of mine, but yeah, the one last possibility it could be, which I this is like pulling this way far out in like some cosmic universe that this won't ever happen. But if it did, that'd be really cool. Because this game was never released outside of Japan, and that's DoHack Link for the PlayStation Portable. Now I do have this game as well. I actually upgraded my copy to the like special edition of it that has the Japanese Blu-ray that in the historical disc Blu-ray thing, and like a little book or something. I forget what it all comes with. But the Japanese Blu-ray is kind of cool because it actually has a remastered episode of the original Dot sign on it, but sadly it's Japanese with no subtitles. But it looked pretty good on Blu-ray. So they actually kind of cleaned it up a little bit for that weird release. But I'm getting kind of sidetracked here. But basically, Dot Link is kind of a weird take on Dot because you're basically traveling through different time frames in the .hack world, like .hack sign, .hack roots, uh, the GU stuff, the liminality disc stuff that came with the PS2 games. Different iterations of .hack. Basically, you're traveling back in time to like I don't know if you're fixing things or what you're exactly doing. Because like I said, it's Japanese, so I don't really know the story. I know there's a translated ROM of it out there. I need to just hack my PSP so I can play a translated ROM of it. Um, I don't know if maybe I can transfer my save file over. Because I'm I don't want to say I'm far in the game, but I'm pretty. I think I'm pretty well into it. I think at this point, and I'd hate to just start it over, but I mean if I had to, I would. Um, but yeah, that game is actually pretty cool, and I wish it would have got localized here, but I guess .hack GU series didn't sell that well, maybe over here, and they were just like, well, the PSP game will probably do well, so we're not gonna bother localizing it. Because I wouldn't even care if they didn't like. I'm not saying they have to like dub the dialogue. I don't even care. Just give me the game. Like just give me a translation of the game at that point. Like okay, I'll give you a quick example. Project Frost Zone. That game is the sequel to a game that only came out in Japan called Namco X Capcom. Now that game never came out here in America, but there is an English patch for it done by the community, and I have messed with it little bit through emulation, and it seems fairly accurate. So it is possible, and I know there's a fan translation out there for Link, but I'm just saying that it would be nice if Bandai Namco was like, oh, okay, we'll celebrate DoHack's. Maybe it's like an anniversary celebration. I don't know. Let me check that real quick. Well, it's no kind of anniversary, that's for sure, because DoHack Sign would be turning almost 21. Actually, I think it's 21 today. Actually, 21 or 22. I don't really remember what it said. I know it said like February 1st. So it's not that, because I'll show you guys the timer. I'll pull it up right now. Ready? Here we go. As you can see, it says 28 days, 18 hours, 28 minutes, and 38 seconds. Now, what this means, I have no idea. Like I said, this is the whole point of this video. Like, what is this? Like, I don't know what this is. But I'm hopeful that it's something to do with remastering the original games or giving us like a giant collection of a bunch of .hack games. Like maybe .hack part 1 through 4, Recode, repackaging Recode in there, and Link, and maybe that one PS3 game. What the hell was that called? .hack Versus. That small fighting game that had like 10 characters or whatever in it. Maybe they'll give us that or something. I have no idea. I'm just spitballing here. Like I said, I don't know what this is, but I know this sounds weird, but I'm probably the day it happens. Whenever I'm gonna figure out what time around this is gonna happen, and whatever time this is, I'm gonna stream this because I want to see what this is gonna be. Because if it's hype, I'm gonna be hyped for it. And if it's like an anime or something and it looks cool, I'll check it out. I guess. Because who knows? It could be another anime. It could be like a manga. It could be a toy line. It could be a movie. It could be uh uh I don't know. I don't know what else it could be. Like those are literally the things it could be. Well, so let me know what you guys think about this. What do you guys think this is? Because I don't really know, but I want to talk about it because it's something I'm interested in. And I know uh, other people of anime will be interested in it, and I know I have friends that might be interested in it that watch my channel. So that's why I'm taking a look at this and talking about it. So anyway, that'll do for me today. Thanks for watching. Peace.